Imagine a place where safety is an illusion, shattered by a single gunshot. This is the story of Godwin Park, a seemingly serene haven in Houston. Nestled in Meyerland, Godwin Park was the heart of Houston's Jewish community, a place where families felt secure. Jonathan Finkelman, a 16-year-old Bel Air High School junior, knew this neighborhood like the back of his hand. Jonathan, the third oldest of 5 brothers, grew up in a family known for their philanthropy and respect within the Jewish community. But on a fateful night just after Christmas, Jonathan's life took a tragic turn when he decided to meet strangers in the park for a drug deal. He was there to sell 2 bottles of hydrocodone for $500, a hefty sum even for a kid from a wealthy family. Drugs were everywhere, even in prosperous neighborhoods like Meyerland, and Bel Air High was no exception. Jonathan's trusting nature led him to meet Warren Payne, a 15-year-old stoner with a penchant for gangsta life. Warren's MySpace page was filled with violent imagery and gangsta music, but Jonathan didn't see the warning signs. Jonathan brought a friend along for safety, but the night took a dark turn when a sedan arrived with 3 men inside. Dante Terrell Moore, an 18-year-old high school dropout from a rough neighborhood, was one of the men in the car. The meeting felt like a summit between 2 very different worlds, with drugs and money as the common bond. Dante got into Jonathan's car, and the air was thick with tension, like a scene from a drug movie. Suddenly, the sound of a gunshot shattered the stillness of Godwin Park, sending everyone into a panic. Warren screamed in terror as more shots were fired, and he stumbled out of the car, wounded. Jonathan lay dying in the front seat, a gunshot wound to his head, his wallet missing, and blood everywhere. The illusion of safety in Godwin Park was destroyed in less than a minute, leaving the community in shock. Psychologists say today's teenagers are out of touch with reality, aided by technology and a culture that glorifies violence. Parents struggle to protect their kids from easy access to drugs, alcohol, and sex, while society bombards them with violent imagery. MySpace became a virtual universe for teenagers, where they could create identities free from adult supervision. Warren Payne and his friend Steven Lopez were deeply invested in the gangsta life, despite their privileged backgrounds. Warren's MySpace page was a testament to his violent fantasies, filled with images of drugs, sex, and gangsta culture. The night of the shooting, Warren and his friends were restless, like an audience waiting for a play to begin. The police found their teenage witnesses uncooperative, and the investigation was filled with conflicting accounts. Jeff Lopez, Steven's older brother, was arrested and charged with aggravated robbery, but the real story remained elusive. Dante Moore, now in jail, insists he didn't shoot Jonathan, but the evidence against him is shaky at best. The Finkelman family, through a spokesman, insists that Jonathan's murder was a robbery gone wrong, not a drug deal. The Meyerland community retreated into denial, unwilling to face the dark reality of what had happened. Warren Payne, recovered from his injuries, continues to live his life, uncharged and seemingly unaffected by the tragedy. Jonathan's friends remember him as a kind soul who always said hi, a stark contrast to the violent end he met. The story of Godwin Park is a parable for how easily the bad in American life can drive out the good. In the end, the tragic events of that night serve as a grim reminder of the dangers lurking beneath the surface of even the safest places. Stay vigilant, stay safe.